Frocks and Frolics, and I'm going to show you how to do a really lovely 50s style turn up here. Very easy to do. All you need to have is a facing. If you're doing it for another shirt, not my pattern where it's not included, you can draw a facing really easily yourself. For us, we want to turn up the longer side by 1 centimeter. If it's slightly under, it doesn't really matter. It's just that it's turned in. It makes it easier to work. And then we're going to close that side seam here with a 1 centimeter seam allowance, just straight over, straight across. Line up the edges. Don't forget to lock in your stitches on either side. And then you could iron it apart, or if you haven't got a sleeve ironing board, mine broke and a new one hadn't arrived yet, then I'm just going to put it on and pin it into place. The right sides are facing each other here, and I'm just stretching it across and then pinning it all the way around. This is only one part of my cool shirt series. This is in fact the second series that I've done, just to show you what it's like when you girlify it a little bit, showing you all sorts of tricks on how to work a placket and a grandad collar. If you want to watch the whole lot, you can do that on academy.frocksandfrolics.com. Now then, you need to turn the sleeve to the other side so that the pins always lie on the inside. And then we are going to sew all the way around. Again, we have a 1 centimeter seam allowance. It's very simple. And you could start anywhere on there, so there's no rules to that. And then you could iron that seam apart again if you had a sleeve ironing board, because it's really tight, which I didn't have at the time, so I just do it with my fingers. So I roll out now my facing, and then I turn it in so that the seam has to lie to the outside, so it lies right in the crease. So I'm just rolling the fabric between my fingers until it sits in the top edge, and then I can pin it. And you could, of course, after you've done that, also press it. With this fabric, it worked so well, I did not need to press anything here. But with some fabrics that are a bit more, smooth, that might move a bit more, you might want to also press this once you've pinned it. Pin it all the way around, moving out all the seams into the right edge here. And then I stitch all the way around. Again, I need to turn the sleeve so that the pins are on the inside. Always a very good trick, makes it so much easier to sew. And if your machine transports well enough, please start on the underarm seam so it's not visible later, and we're sewing all the way around. You want to sew very close to the edge, and stitch length 2.5 or 3, that's fine, all the way around. And again, don't forget to lock in your stitches for this beautiful little 50s James Dean alike turn up. Really like this one. It's very simple, and I was shown this I think about 20 years ago by one of my employees when I had a bridal shop, and I thought, oh my goodness, I never knew this. And I've been doing it ever since. Then you turn it over again, and I'm leaving 1 centimeter standing, but you don't necessarily have to do that. You could go all the way to the edge. I personally think that this looks really, really nice. So you could, I'll quickly show you here, you could fold it all the way. That's also possible, but it's a bit wider, so it depends on what you want to do. I like the smaller version, and then we're going to stitch in the ditch on the underarm seam to hold it all in place. But first of all, I'm going to iron it all the way around. We've been on this now for some weeks, and I hope you really enjoyed this. There's only one more to go now, and that is how to put the buttonholes on after this. So once this is all ironed, I'm just going to quickly show you where we're going to stitch in the ditch, right in the seam. It's very simple. right here. So just make sure it's right on the underarm seam and force it under the machine. Make sure, of course, you're not catching anything underneath. And go backwards and forwards a few times. And that is it, really. I hope you enjoyed this little series. There has been a different video every week, so there's about 8 videos altogether for this. So you could hop on over to the academy.frocksandfrolics.com. The link to that is in the info box, and see all the videos for the cool shirt. Bye for now.